LEGO 2K Drive is a fun game, but goddamn, is it a frustrating and grindy platinum.
I'm gonna be here for hours. Who thought this was a good idea?
So LEGO 2K Drive, a bit of a surprise this one. I completely forgot it was coming out, then all of a sudden, boom, it was just released. Want to give a quick shout out to 2K for supplying your boy with a copy of the game. But overall, my opinion of the game?
That is bloody lovely.
This game was a really nice surprise. I'm not a massive fan of kart races besides Mario Kart, but this game was such a nice breath of fresh air. It doesn't take itself seriously, because of course it doesn't.
Smell a tutorial.
It isn't difficult in the slightest until you get to some collectibles. You get some laughs out of some of the dialogue.
Probably cheating and not getting caught.
Just like us.
Exactly.
Overall, as a game, I can definitely recommend it. And if you are going to pick it up, the sponsor of this video will definitely help with that. This video is proudly sponsored by Instant Gaming. With the Days of Play sale currently on and the price of PlayStation Plus discounted, there's no better time to stack up on your PlayStation Plus. Whether that's buying 1 year or 3 years, get your PSN codes and make that PlayStation Plus price even cheaper. On top of that, they have a range of game keys, Xbox codes, Steam gift cards, and the best thing about it, as I said, is the price. So click the link in the description and find yourself a bargain at Instant Gaming. Shout out to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video.
Okay, let's go.
Now, just to give you guys a brief rundown of what I've gone through for this platinum. This game has been out for about 3 weeks if you bought the special edition. And as of writing this video, only 17 people have got the platinum. Obviously, one of them being me.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
3 weeks, 17 platinum achievers. That just doesn't seem right. This game easily has one of the worst grinds I've seen for a trophy so far this year.
You need 6,000 miles. 21 miles in 8 minutes.
But more on that later. So this game is broken up into 3 main areas. Each of these areas you unlock very quickly in the game. The main premise of this game is you're an up-and-coming racer and you have to beat the big guy at the top. Your pretty standard racing story. There are 25 main story races that you need to beat throughout the game. Scattered around the map, there are also these little time trial challenges where you have to do a certain objective in a time limit, and the quicker you do it, the better the rank you'll get. You will need to get gold in all of these. There are also a vast amount of collectibles in this game, and there's no way to see them on the map. Not sure why the devs decided to do this. It's not even like an upgrade you can get on your car that you can purchase if you beat the game to show all the collectibles. But thankfully, there are now guides everywhere online for all these collectibles. Collectibles are really an issue for this platinum, though. While they are annoying, it's nothing that will offer you too much difficulty. It just might take you a bit of time. And you also have to play 10 matches online, which, I'll be honest, they are very fun to do. Now on to the absolute garbage that is the 3,000 mile and the 6,000 mile trophies. In order to get these trophies, you need to drive for a grand total of 9.6 million meters in this game. Now, to give a brief spoiler for how this is going to go, by the time I had finished the main story, gathered all the collectibles, got a gold in all the side missions, I had a grand total of 2.8 million meters. What? So I had to drive another 6.8 million extra meters in this game.
Who thought this was a good idea?
Which I'm sure you can gather took a stupid amount of time. There was a good 25 to 30 hours where all I was doing was just driving around in a circle. For 25 hours!
It's Saturday night. I could be out having a life. Meg, if you don't want to
Grind for trophy.
anymore, that's fine. But don't you stand there and lie to me.
Oh, Meg, she torched your ass.
People often ask when I get a grindy trophy, was it worth it? Well, it depends how many views this video gets, so smash that like button. So a very brief roadmap for this game. Complete the story, finish the collectibles, then get a gold in all the activities, play some online races, then proceed to drive in a circle for about 20 to 30 hours. Absolutely absurd. So chuck a banger on the radio, and let's get this LEGO 2K Drive Platinum.
Oh my gosh, I love this song.
So we begin the game. We get introduced to the main characters, other than ourselves, who are mechanics, and they task us with building our first car. Now, I'll just say, I'm not creative enough in the slightest to come up with some funky designs, so I just settled with this. And for fun fact, 2K actually sent me some LEGO to build, and it's the exact same cars as in the game, which is pretty cool. All right, now let's have the main characters give us a quick run through of what to expect in this game.
Today's top story.
You driving fast.
So this is the main objective for the game, the Sky Trophy. And how do we get the Sky Trophy?
But to get that Sky Trophy, you've got to beat a bunch of crazy drivers.
And then we meet our main nemesis, the Ganondorf to my Link, the Razor to my Faceless Racer.
That's me, Shadows.
Now it's time to see our main hub world.
Welcome to Turbo acres, racing capital of the world.
We quickly learn how to drift. Trust me, you'll be doing this a lot in the game. And now it's time for our first race. Now, as I said earlier, the difficulty in this game isn't really there. You may get some rubber banding here or there, but aside from a few races near the end of the game, this game really shouldn't give you any much trouble if you're just going through the story.
Go! Let's go! A charismatic mentor.
For completing the race, we get our first checkered flag. We will, of course, need 24 of these in order to beat the game. And now it's time for our first on-the-go mission. These are little activities that you have to get gold in all of them for the platinum. And while doing this, I see the dreaded task for this and the others ahead.
17 seconds. You know what? That does seem doable, actually.
And after a few attempts, we did get it done.
Hey, let's go. Nice. We'll take that.
After messing about on the first island, we unlock our next area very quickly. And now let's tackle the first race of this area. And while doing this race, we pop a trophy for driving around the area. You get one of these per area. We will discuss when we get them. But of course, we knock this race out, no problem.
Go! Hey, nice. Oh, I look so happy.
Now, in order to tackle the next races, we need to be level 4. You will find you are level gated a little bit in this game, where you have to do some other things around the map in order to rank up to unlock the next stages. But in order to rank up in this game, you can do a mixture of different things, such as exploring the world, discovering new areas like fast travel points, collectibles, or even completing some side activities. I first try and unlock this gold medal. I will say some of these gold medals do seem quite literally impossible early game. You can find the odd one, but it's best to do these once you get to the rank A class. When we complete a side mission, we have to find this geezer and deliver him back, and after completing the mission, we reach rank 4. And after reaching rank 4, we knock out the next 2 races very easily. Now it's time to do some of the wacky side missions in this game.
Robot invasion.
So in this side mission, we need to defend generators Godzilla style.
Generator is losing power. Godzilla is approaching the generator.
We need to defend them from these robots. Now, if the robots get too close, they can blow themselves up, which causes more damage. And how do you destroy the robot? By running over them, of course. And after finishing up with these robots, we unlock the next area of the game. After about a minute of riding around the new area, we pop that trophy I mentioned earlier. Are you enjoying the video and not subscribed yet? Well, definitely hit that subscribe button. Since we completed a certain amount of races, we can now equip perks. The higher class you are, the more perks you can equip. I'll be honest, most of these perks are not really that great, but other ones can be super useful. On to our next side mission. There are skeletons wandering around the area, and we have to rescue people from said skeletons and deliver them to safety. It's pretty fun the first time, but it does overstay its welcome a little bit. But once we reach a certain amount of points, we can literally just chill. Next up, we have to do this quest for this horse, and I gotta say, sense of humor, top quality.
My boyfriend is my main man.
And for some reason, the horse we have to find is on top of this giant pickaxe. I guess Steve was done for the day. On to the next race, we quickly knock it out. Nothing too crazy about. And then in the next race, I really wasn't expecting this rival.
Sal the Stallion.
But sadly, Sal the Stallion had to be tamed. Alright, now on to some meaningless collectibles. The bucks. At the time, this was very terrifying because collecting 100% of the bucks around the map could have been absolutely horrifying. But thankfully, the bucks aren't classed as collectibles. Now on to the next race. We quickly knock out this race. Just about, I may add. Now on to one of the big races in the game against one of our arch enemies.
His name is Guy Number 1.
But we easily knock this race out and pop a quick trophy. After beating this race, we get teleported to 2014.
I'm sorry. What? My name's Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
And we also get moved up to B class. We got a quick trophy for sending 200 Lego peeps flying. While in another race, we quickly pop another trophy for jumping a certain amount of times. Hard to believe that's a trophy. And then we smash another race. No pun intended there.
If you say so.
And also we unlock probably my dream car. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh, a McLaren GT.
During this next race, we actually take our first loss.
No. Oh, it's the first time that's happened.
And then upon retrying the race, we unlock the next trophy for using 15 missiles, and then also complete the race. After completing another race, we get another trophy for unlocking 10 different perks in the game. After that, we gotta destroy more of these damn robots. And after smashing all these robots, we unlock the final area. Get another trophy for cruising around said area, and then we get eaten by a freaking crocodile. Win a couple more races, get a trophy for destroying 20 vehicles, and then we quickly knock out another race, and we actually get a trophy for this one. All right, now we unlock this thing. We need this vehicle later on to clear up some collectibles. Now, sadly, we do get level gated here as we need to be level 20 in order to advance the game. So I just decided to get some collectibles. This is the final spanner that is needed for the game. Also, we play some mini golf. We play LA Noire 2. We finished the silver sprocket collectibles. And then since we got level gated, I decided to do some of the online trophies. They really aren't anything to write home about, thankfully. It's just play 10 online games. And I'll be honest, again, they are a lot of fun. All right, now let's talk about these weed things. If you drive over them, you slow down. However, if you cut all of them down, they get replaced by these plants, which when you drive over them, it increases your boost meter. There's roughly about 18 to 20 of these on each map, and it's probably the collectible I do first, since you get that extra boost. We win another race and unlock another beautiful McLaren. Clutch up on another race, and then we just keep on winning. We get another collectible trophy for finding all the garages, or garage, as some Americans would say. These are basically your fast travel points, and all I'll say about these is do not use them. You want to be driving everywhere to get those miles up. After finding our next race, we pop the Huntsborough trophy, and now it's time for the final race in the game, and we beat it, no problem. Yes! And roll credit. But trust, we are nowhere near done yet. We quickly do the car creation tutorial. How it took me this long to do, I'll never know. And we now got another trophy for unlocking 15 different racers. Now we're going for the rainbow bricks. There are 50 of these, and they are quite annoying to grab, but just because the things you have to do to potentially grab them is kind of wild. While going for all the bricks, we get the trophy for using all the jetpack items in this area. And then we grab our final rainbow brick. After that, we pick up all the experimental batteries, and then we pick up the final collectible in this one area. All right, now we get to play red light, green light with this bomb, where if this bomb looks at you, you blow up. It's not quite Squid Game, but it is similar. I just used this challenge in order to get the wreck your car 100 times trophy, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, all right.
All right, after finishing red light, green light, we unlock another trophy for getting 50 vehicles. All right, now it's time for some gold medal cleanup. Now, some of these can be really tough, like this dodge the mines one. Pretty much if you tap a mine, you have to restart. Or this cone one, where if you touch a cone, your time gets increased. Or even this random one where you have to push this giant egg into a giant frying pan. Now, back-to-back horrible gold medals. Finish this one without touching a fence. Very, very annoying. The drifting gold medals can almost leave no room for error, whether it's your time needed or the distance you have to drift. Some of these you have to be near perfect. After a while, we get the trophy for completing all these side missions in the game. We get this trophy for doing a 1080 spin while in the air. If you use the plane car, then you can get this no issue. We finally reached level 40, thank God. Now, this is probably the hardest part of the platinum for me. This damn drift gold medal. I was stuck here for, I want to say, about 30 to 45 minutes, which not too proud of. But once we knock that out, we then finally get the trophy for clearing all the weeds in the game. And after what seems like forever, we finally complete all the on-the-go gold medals.
Mad that earning every gold medal gets you a silver trophy.
And then we get every single collectible in the game. Now, on to the worst trophy I have gone for this year, and it's not even close. The 6,000 miles trophy. I tried a number of different things. I tried rubber banding the controller, but that just ended up with me being stuck in a wall every single time. But it quickly dawned on me the task at hand.
I've worked out that if I do a full circle, that's about 1,300 meters. So, Jesus Christ. Who thought this was a good idea?
But then I quickly remembered I had a few more trophies to get. So this one was for use all the power-ups in the game. I was missing one, and this was the one. I also had to speak to 150 people, so that got me about another mile. But this is all I did for 3 days straight.
3 days!
All my free time was spent driving around in a circle. Ever wonder why your life went so wrong? But thankfully, someone online found another way to do the miles. If you take the car for a test drive in the garage, you can almost endlessly have a boost because you're hitting these flowers on the floor. And this is by far the fastest way to grind the miles. It's just a shame that this got found when I was at 8 million meters done. But at least I have this method for the rest of them. But after 4 freaking days of driving around in a circle,
It's done.
now we have one trophy left, and that's to jump over 50 rockets, which can be done in split screen. And let's get that beautiful thing popped.
Holy crap. What a freaking grind. If you guys want to see me grind for another platinum trophy, then click on screen.